about 3 Earth years ago or so, actually 2 Earth years ago, we I had the Imperial Broadcasting Agency to establish the blog talk radio channel through a particular straw party. And in the process, we did run, I think it was 2 test broadcasts to see how certain things would go. The blog talk radio segment that we're doing now, the Imperial-Government-Watch, um, we were in no rush to do particular things, and I wasn't quite sure um, about how other things were going to go for timing issues. Uh, but it's only recently that we began to make use of the blog talk radio channel in question, and we've been running it now since the first Justice Day after our New Year celebration, the spring equinox event here, 301,614 on the Amexem-Moor calendar. And so, in the process of us looking at a few things, we began to go into issues on that particular segment that pretty much address the more subject center of gravity, primarily from the Amexem-Moor-Empire perspective. And in the process of being able to share with folks about familyhood and health issues and diplomacy and governance and all the things that go into the performance of our offspring, the performance of parents inside of a social fabric, inside of a psychosocioeconomic structure. Well, we do these things to give our family out there some things to think about. And that's the key here. Getting our folks to think. We're not asking folks to agree with everything that we have to say. That would be great too. But no. It's about looking at ideas about socioeconomic structure in a clear, present, objective manner. And so in the process of going through all these things, we're able to share particular things and be shared with. It's interactive because the first part of the broadcast is generally um, discussing things about the more center of gravity, and then the second half is generally a Q&A, generally about anything regarding the Mexican Empire Imperial Government operations from the Imperial Government level, sector level, regional level, district level, local level, precinct level. Um, and for the most part, um, we've had some wonderful participation, for which I'm most grateful for. And as soon as we all find a way in our individual and collective lives to get over ourselves, we will all figure out that it's all about the creating ancestors in terms of what we're doing on this planet. And also, it's all about our offspring, who basically are the strength of our bones that will carry on the things that we do here. So, in terms of the broadcast itself, though, it's truly a wonderful thing to be able to share. And we are getting some love, so apparently we must be doing something right. And I am grateful for the gift of love, of having the time, having the things to cover that folks think is important. And we are covering them. Um, and as we go through these things, it allows folks to, again, think on some things and make a determination as to whether or not they seek to do any investigation, any research into the matters that we are addressing. And if they do decide to do all that, that they've already determined in their mind that there's something of value there worth looking into that might be of good benefit to their family and all of their posterity. So we may very well be successful in touching a few lives in a very positive manner that will bear fruit for generations. And so for that wonderful gift of love, I really cannot be grateful enough. That being said, it's all about forward thinking. And so it's the best that I know how to do to be of service unto all of our kith and kindred. And so we go out to the various grassroots organizations and we engage in their activities to show love and support. We go and they ask us what are we about, who are we, what are we into, and things of this nature, and we share. And folks deal with it or they don't. At the end of the day, though, in the process, we're doing our little bit here, our little piece there, to uplift our kith and kindred. We do these things not for sport and not for show. we do these things because tomorrow we might be the ones in need. So we get out there and we make it do what it do, so that we can say to folks, look, we go to our folks when they're in an inconvenienced position, or when they're in a very, very uncomfortable position, because that's where our folks are. When our folks are doing well for themselves, we go into our kith and kindred over there, and we share with them various issues about who we are, why we are, and what we do, and why we do it, because that's where our folks are. So we get out there and we put in the work. We get out there and we let folks know there's viable options. There are a lot of folks who don't know that there's viable options until that's they're looking at. In the information age, go figure. But there's a lot of folks that they do know, but not quite sure what to make of particular things or how to proceed. But there are also folks who know exactly what's going on, but they are ultra comfortable in their captivity. Live and let live, let peace be upon whichever category folks fall into. Irregardless, we get out there and we put in the work of letting folks know there's more than meets the eye with everything that's happening around them. And then after that, it's on them to decide what they want to do and why they want to do it for them and their family and all their posterity. But they won't be able to say that they were not informed that there is a wide variety of things out there that they don't have to actually participate in. And there are a wide variety of things that is germane to them and not hostile to them that they should be participating in. And that would be psycho-socioeconomic structure of Bayern for the Moors. The Moors central center of gravity. The original men and women on this planet of dark hue, whatever they want to refer to themselves as. Nationality is nationality. And our primary nationality is that of being a Moor. And so folks can argue it, they can debate it, but at the end of the day, what it will come down to is how you proceed as a collective. It's not an individual thing. It's a collective thing. Period. And a lot of folks got it twisted in the game. So we use the blog talk radio and we use the YouTube operations and all the other things that we do, going to the grassroots organizations to share with folks and let them know there's a better way to do things, and we should be about doing that work. And so I'm grateful for having the gift of love, of being able to get this work done one moment at a time, one day at a time. And again, as we always say, inch by inch, mile by mile, mindset by mindset, household by household, familyhood by familyhood. We will continue to do this work and reach out and let folks know you must put into work on your own terms to take care of all the things that you and those that you love require in a non-hostile fashion, free from external control, because that is really and truly what it is.